From Keene in the Shire, the Liberty Media capital of the world, this is Daryl W. Perry, host of FPP Radio News for Wednesday, December 26, 2018. Silver is trading at $15.01 per ounce. Gold is valued at $1,276 per ounce. Zen is trading at $5, and the average price of Bitcoin is $3,780. Antiwar.com reports 1 week after the ceasefire in Yemen's vital aid port of Hodeidah went into effect, a statement from pro-Saudi officials claimed that the Shiite Houthis have committed 183 ceasefire violations since then. Over the course of that time, they say that 10 pro-government troops were killed and 143 wounded. There was no report of Houthi casualties over that period, but the Houthis had similarly reported claims that the other side was violating the ceasefire. Interestingly, the statement also denied that the Saudi coalition had carried out any airstrikes against Hodeidah province, which seems highly unlikely since locals have reported several airstrikes in the area, and the Saudi coalition are the only ones active there with airplanes. These casualties span the whole part of Hodeidah province, and despite there being pretty much daily fighting in the province, the port city of Hodeidah itself is largely quiet. This has allowed both sides to complain of violations, while the ceasefire remains largely intact. In 2115 New England, there are no borders, no states, and no regulations, yet never has a more peaceful and prosperous place existed. But Mr. Drake's security company has seen better days. Faced with the prospect of waning power, Mr. Drake intends to replace the anarchy of New England with a government. But at what cost? Will anybody care? And can anyone stop him? Anarchy in New England by Joe Jarvis is available from Amazon.com and all major bookstores. UPI reports a college in New England had asked a student to remove an anti-Nazi sign from her window. Nicole Parsons, a junior at the University of Massachusetts Amherst, put up a sign in her window that read, "F Nazis" and "You are not welcome here," in response to someone drawing a swastika over a Happy Hanukkah message on the door of a resident assistant. A week after putting the sign in her window, Parsons got an email from the college asking her to take the sign down, reading, "While residence education cannot force you or your roommates to take the sign down, I am asking that you or your roommate take the sign down so that all students can be part of an inclusive residential experience, as well as having a respectful environment to be part of here on our campus." Parsons said, "I was in absolute shock. This email tells me the university cares more about the feelings of Nazis than the safety of their students." After her roommate expressed concern over the attention the sign brought to the room, Parsons did remove it from the window. The University of Massachusetts Amherst later issued a note on its Facebook page saying a student placed a sign in their window that said, "F Nazis." A poorly worded email from a residence life staff asking student to take down the sign does not reflect the values of the campus, and it should not have been sent. UMass Amherst emphatically rejects Nazis and any other hate group, a view expressed in the student's sign. However, we are sensitive to the use of profanity, which some could find inappropriate. The university respects the student's right to display the sign, and it may remain up. Since September, the school has tracked 19 hate crime reports on campus. Zencash is now Horizon. Horizon is a privacy platform built on zero-knowledge technology with a decentralized secure node architecture. The Horizon platform enables real-life uses beyond currency, including the ability to privately chat with other people. Soon, Horizon will enable you to publish information and go anywhere on the web, all with complete privacy. Horizon, bringing privacy to life. Learn more at horizon.global. HORIZEN.global. Reuters reports an 8-year-old Guatemalan migrant boy died early on Christmas Day after being detained by U.S. border agents, according to the U.S. Customs and Border Protection, the second migrant child to die in U.S. detention this month. The CPB said the boy and his father were in their custody on Monday when a Border Patrol agent noticed the child showing signs of illness. The father and son were taken to the Gerald Champion Regional Medical Center in Alamogordo, New Mexico, where the boy was diagnosed with a common cold and fever and eventually released by hospital staff. But later that evening, the boy began vomiting and was transferred back to the hospital. Border Patrol said he died there early on Tuesday, adding that the official cause of death was not yet known. The father and son were not identified, and the agency said it would release more details as available and appropriate. Border Patrol said Guatemalan officials have been notified of the death. The boy's death followed the death in early December of a 7-year-old Jacqueline Call, also from Guatemala. She died after being detained along with her father by U.S. border agents in a remote part of New Mexico. This has been FPP Radio News, online at FPPRadio.com.